Once upon a time, in a kingdom nestled between towering mountains and lush forests, there lived a beautiful and kind-hearted princess named Aria. The kingdom of Solara was a land of peace and prosperity, ruled by a wise and loving king and queen. Princess Aria, however, was different from all other royal daughters. She was not only loved by her people but was also deeply curious about the world beyond her kingdom. She spent most of her days in the royal garden, reading books about far-off lands, ancient magic, and mystical creatures. One day, as Aria wandered through the royal forest, she encountered a shimmering portal hidden in the depths of the woods. Unbeknownst to her, the portal was a gateway to the fairy world, a realm filled with mystical creatures and powerful magic. Drawn by its enchanting glow, Aria stepped through the portal, unaware of the dangers lurking in the magical world on the other side. As soon as Aria entered the fairy world, the portal closed behind her, trapping her in the realm of fairies. The Fairy Queen, a beautiful but vengeful being named, appeared before Aria. Sylvana explained that she had trapped Aria in the fairy realm because of a long-held grudge against her family. The Queen's ancestors had once been banished from Solara for misusing magic, and Sylvana sought to punish the royal bloodline by imprisoning their beloved princess. You will remain here, in my world, where time moves differently and magic is endless. Only by proving your worth will you earn your freedom, Sylvana declared coldly. Aria, although frightened, was not one to give up easily. She asked, "What must I do to prove my worth, Queen Sylvana?" The Fairy Queen smiled wickedly. "You must complete 3 impossible tasks, each one more difficult than the last. Fail, and you will remain in this world forever." The first task was to retrieve a flower from the heart of the dark forest, a place filled with enchanted creatures that sought to harm anyone who entered. Aria's heart raced with fear, but she remembered the strength and courage her parents had always taught her. She bravely entered the dark forest, where she faced terrifying beasts and dark magic. But through her kindness and determination, Aria befriended the creatures of the forest, who helped her find the rare flower that bloomed only once every century. The second task was even more daunting. She had to retrieve a crystal from the Cave of Mirrors, a place where illusions and traps were designed to lead the most confident of adventurers astray. As Aria ventured deeper into the cave, the mirrors began to show her visions of her fears, doubts, and insecurities. She was tempted to turn back, but remembering her family and kingdom, Aria kept going. She finally found the crystal, realizing that the greatest trap in the Cave of Mirrors was not the illusions, but the fear within herself. By overcoming her fear, she emerged victorious. The third and final task was the hardest of all. Aria was tasked with bringing the River of Light, which ran through the heart of the fairy world, to a standstill without using force or magic. This was a task that no one had ever accomplished. After days of contemplation, Aria realized that the river's flow could not be stopped by brute force, but by a gentle hand. She sat by the river, letting her love for her kingdom, her people, and the fairy world flow through her. The river, sensing the pure heart of the princess, slowed to a gentle trickle, fulfilling the impossible task. Queen Sylvana, who had watched the princess's progress with growing astonishment, finally appeared before her, her cold demeanor softening. "You have proven yourself worthy, Princess Aria. You have shown the strength of character, the bravery, and the compassion that I thought only existed in fairy tales. You are free to return to your kingdom." As the portal reopened, Aria returned to Solara, where she was welcomed as a hero. Her courage and kindness were praised by all, and the story of her journey became a legend in the kingdom. Even Queen Sylvana, who had once sought revenge, came to understand the true meaning of power, love, compassion, and inner strength. Moral of the story. The story of Princess Aria teaches us that true strength comes from within. It is not the physical power or magic that makes someone brave or worthy, but the kindness, determination, and love that they carry in their hearts. Even in the face of seemingly impossible challenges, inner strength, compassion for others, and the ability to overcome fear will lead us to success.